Backchat TV. Subscribe.
He has also talked about it. That left hook is so good, and it's so long and so precise and so hard, but
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The undisputed heavyweight super clash. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk the White Rabbit postponed. Which means, postponed is another word for never gonna happen. Sorry to be so negative. I mean, obviously there's a chance it could happen, but I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I wasn't too keen on the fight in the first place. And what I mean by that is the first time they had the negotiations and they were supposed to have the fight, I was just as excited as everybody else. But then there was that famous, back and forward, and the fight got prolonged. And I felt like Tyson Fury was being totally a diva and totally unfair to Oleksandr Usyk, who was being, completely fair, and the total opposite to Tyson Fury. And that left a bad taste in my mouth after all of that stuff. And then when the fight didn't happen after that, and then I thought, oh, you know what? He's not serious. Tyson Fury is not really serious anyway. After that, he said Joshua could step in if he's ready by, the following few weeks. And all of that stuff. When all of that stuff happened, I kind of lost a little bit of enthusiasm for the fight. Eventually they came back and said they've made a deal finally, and got past a lot of Tyson Fury's diva-ish behavior. That's what I think it really was. But they made the fight, and I was more excited about other fights because I wanted to wait to actually see if this fight was really going to happen. I just had a feeling, like a lot of people, that it didn't seem very reliable, because mainly Tyson Fury just doesn't seem very reliable. But I started to get a little bit more interested as I saw a few interviews leading up to the fight. I saw an interview with Oleksandr Usyk. He was training like a madman. The first thing I saw was his training footage, and I thought he looked amazing in that training footage, really getting ready for the undisputed fight. And I started to get excited about, that is actually going to happen. I went over to look at some footage of Tyson Fury, and it was very quiet. I couldn't see anything of Tyson Fury. But when we did get a interview with Tyson Fury, he seemed ready. He seemed calm, collected. He seemed ready to go. They did a face-off, and then I started to think, oh, okay, this fight might actually happen. I had a feeling something would happen before then. I don't know why. Tyson Fury's demeanor seemed very kind of nonchalant. They asked him some question about his training methods and, how long has he had to train? And he said, oh, I don't need extra time to train. How long do you need to fight a man? And when he said that, I was like, I'm not sure if this guy's serious or not. But it was smokes in mirrors, because we later did see some footage of Tyson Fury training and sparring. And then suddenly now, today, a few minutes ago, I'm making this quick video. Breaking news, you could say. The fight is postponed due to a very serious cut. If you see the picture I've put on the on there. Cut looks terrible. It was done by, I think it's a cruiserweight that he was sparring. Sounds like a French guy, but I'm not sure. They were basically sparring. He was in the clinch. He was wearing headgear, because immediately when I heard what happened, I thought, Tyson Fury being unprofessional. I bet you he wasn't wearing headgear, which is ridiculous, because if you're not wearing headgear a few weeks out from the fight, anything can happen. To his credit, he was wearing headgear. So, when I saw the footage, I haven't got the footage at the moment, but I saw the footage of the clash, and they were basically in a clinch, and the other guy just got his hook off first. They were in the clinch. Tyson Fury was being a little bit untidy, you could say. Didn't protect himself. I think he threw a punch at the same time as the other guy, and the other guys were shorter, and he just got there first. And it was very clumsy from Tyson Fury, and he got cut. Now, the thing is, for all the naysayers who say Tyson Fury planned it, he was never going to fight Alexander Usyk, I was one of these people until I saw the footage. You guys, maybe if you haven't seen the footage, there is footage. It is legit. He got cut in the ring sparring with some other guy who was quite considerably smaller than him, but quite a muscle-bound guy. He looked like he might have been a cruiserweight. And Tyson Fury started dabbing at the cut straight away. He knew that it was a bad cut because he could tell. They stopped the sparring, and now we have the fight postponed. I feel sorry for Alexander Usyk because he had to go through a lot of nonsense with Tyson Fury prior to this. And he didn't even want to fight Tyson Fury after all the things that he put him through. But they convinced him to try and make the fight again because he was really sick of Tyson Fury, to be honest, of all these diva-ish behaviour with the money and the split and calling in names and all sorts of things. But he eventually, put aside his ill feelings towards Tyson Fury and his ill feelings towards Tyson Fury being quite unprofessional, in my view. And they made the fight happen. And now, look, all that training just for it to be postponed. Let me let you into some of my thoughts about this. First of all, they say postponed. I don't know if the fight's going to happen for a number of reasons. Tyson Fury, to me, seems to be on the decline. And it's a very, very steep decline. It's not a gradual decline. He looked terrible in the ring against Francis Ngannou, but I put that just to him being overconfident and trying to make a statement against Ngannou so that he can show that he can knock out a big strong guy, and I thought he's going to get much better than that. That was just a one-off. That doesn't seem to be the case because after this fight, in preparation for Usyk, there has been numerous accounts of Tyson Fury having a bad camp, being knocked down numerous times. Some people say he was knocked down by the cruiserweight Opatai. There's been other rumours that Tyson Fury has been knocked down. He's had a bad camp. He's been hit a lot of times, apparently. And this is just one of the times that he was hit quite hard. You see his neck snap back in the footage. I'll see if I can put the footage up there, if I can get the footage. He just doesn't look like the same person. I'm not sure why. He looks sloppy. He doesn't look necessarily like he's aged or anything, but he just looks really sloppy. And he made a lot of mistakes that he doesn't normally make, defensive mistakes. And Tyson Fury actually is quite defensive. He covers all angles. He's not a person to give you anything very easily. And he just looked extremely sloppy in the small clip of him getting hit quite hard by this guy. First of all, we want to know who the guy is. I'm not sure yet. I will follow up if I find out who the guy he was sparring. But it doesn't look good. I mean, one thing you can say that's good is that it's genuine. Initially, just like a lot of people, a lot of fans, I thought it wasn't genuine. But it is genuine. Now, what's even more serious about it not being that it is genuine is that Tyson Fury just seems like he's on the decline. He's getting knocked down in sparring, apparently. He's getting knocked down by Francis Ngannou. And now he's getting hit with a clean shot in the clinch, which is supposed to be his strength in the clinch. He's much bigger than this guy. I think maybe he was trying to use his weight and the guy had a free hand, and he should have realized that his positioning was in a position where the guy's free hand could hit him, and he didn't. Now, a prime Tyson Fury, back in the days before he fought Klitschko, would have caught on to that, would have had the instincts to protect himself from that position. But it either seems like he's not motivated anymore for boxing. Maybe he's just boxing because of his mental health. He said if he stops boxing, his mental health goes back to where it was before. So he's just trying to take on a lot of fights to avoid that empty void that he has when he's not fighting. And it's showing up in his performance. The old Tyson Fury does not get hit like this, does not get cut like this. And we're seeing a new Tyson Fury, unfortunately. I feel like he's just on the decline. I feel like if I was 50-50 before on who wins the fight, I'm like 80-20 now that Usyk wins. You know, I think Usyk wins this fight. If he gets a chance to get Tyson Fury in the ring, which I'm not sure that's going to happen, I think Usyk wins. But let me know what you think. I'm not going to make it a long video. What do you think of this postponement? What do you think of Tyson Fury? Does this kind of make you lose confidence in Tyson Fury? Do you think it's just a freak accident and once he's better, he'll be back to the Tyson Fury that we know, who is unbeatable in the ring? This doesn't look good to me. I think he's signalling the end of his career, maybe. You know, I could be obviously dramatizing the situation, but just seeing him against Francis Ngannou and then hearing the rumors and then seeing for myself him get hit in the clinch like that just wasn't good. Tyson Fury, I don't think he's the best heavyweight in the world. Also, what do you think Alexander Usyk's going to do now? Do you think he will just cancel everything and, you know, go back to Ukraine, or do you think he's going to want to still fight somebody? Do they have anyone really short notice who can step in? Personally, I feel like Alexander Usyk is such a professional. He's only ever shown that he's a professional all the time. And I think he's going to want to fight somebody, you know, because over there in Ukraine, they don't waste money. They don't waste opportunities like, you know, in other countries. And I feel like he's going to want to get paid. But also, I think he doesn't want his training to go to waste. I think he's a positive-minded person, so he'll just, you know, after he gets over the extreme disappointment, I think he'll look at it as, let me fight somebody else and, you know, get some ring time with another top guy before fighting Tyson Fury, you know, as like more experience or something. But, you know, maybe not, because it takes a lot out of you to have a fight in between. And this fight is probably going to be postponed until, I don't know, June or July, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think this fight happens, you know. But even so, I would like to see Usyk fight. It's probably going to be Hrgovic, to be honest. Who would you like to see Usyk fight if Usyk does decide to fight somebody? Let me know. I'm on to the next one.
Guess who's back? Man, guess who's back? I said, guess who's